Pounders, it's showtime. Today we're going to be doing a dog bowl contest, trying to get our butts to Miami in the Miami sun. But also we'll be jumping into some battle royales. We're going to be doing some goal line stands because not fully certain if that one's going to fill, so we might see a little bit of overlay. We'll know better in the morning tomorrow. But yes, we're going to do a little bit of everything. We have a special pick'em for the crowd we're going to make towards the end of the stream, so stick around for that. Any Star Sit questions we'll be answering in the comments, either after the stream if they're posted afterwards, or in the live stream. We'll be doing a little bit of everything and a little giveaway. If you do leave a comment after this is posted, we are giving away this Battle Royale contest 25%. So if it wins 30K, 7,500 fully auto drafted. This one is completely auto drafted and it has a chance. We have a Jalen Hurts stack between Hurts and Goddard and a bring back in Puka. We don't really know the role for Kupp yet. First game back. We'll see. It could affect the usage, but we'll see how much play Kupp gets in his first game back. James Conner, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson. It looks, I could have just took ownership for this one. I drafted it, but that just wouldn't be me. Josh, welcome to the live stream. McCaffrey, what's going on, my man? I did put in for that VIP. I don't even know what it entails. It just sounds good. ER7, what's going on, my man? Robert Van Natten, let's go. The auto draft dream is real, and it can be real for you as well. Let's sweat this one out together and to get a little warm up as we wait for Drewski, who's going to be joining us on the live stream. Let's do a battle royale. We have news that Higgins is out. We have news that Gibbs is most likely out. He's listed as doubtful. And man, I don't know if I have enough Montgomery. Like, I liked him in the second round. I just didn't end up getting enough Montgomery. Let's go. Says you pronounced that perfectly. That's got to be worth at least a like. Maybe not a sub. Maybe not a sub. We don't want to go overboard here. All right. I don't recognize any of these names with us. Let me know if you snuck in to this live stream with us. And as we pop this one off, it is Saturday. Overzet's coffee pour. Not trying to be a one-upper. I'm not saying that this is better, but I'm not saying that. And that's a fact. We get the 2 spot, and oddly enough, I've actually been getting a good amount of Jefferson in the 2 spot. So we'll see what this Wildcat wants to do. Arbonne 19. And yeah, I think my biggest surprise here in the first round is Kelsey and the separation of ADP 3 to Hawkinson 15. And obviously both of them being in great scenarios. And then Laporta at 21, where we have Amon-Ra, who's also doubtful this game. So yeah, here we go. We get Jefferson again at the 2. We spoke it into existence just like that. Let's see if we can get unique. If we get any ADP fallers, that's going to be the first look for us at pick 11. After that, we can just go to our faves. Have a couple Minnesota double stacks, which I'm fine with Kirk Cousins this week against KC. Obviously going to have to be throwing the ball. Devonta Smith. It could be, that's the thing. Like, it could be a Smith week. It could be a Waddle week. Any week. Smith still got the targets this game. He's basically a touchdown away from being an optimal flex. Maybe not optimal, but a serviceable flex in battle royales. Which game are you scared? Are we going to get any? Yeah, we're not going to get anything crazy here. I'm sort of just out on Kupp right now at his ADP because I got a good amount of him early in the contest when there's still question marks. I still do like Henry too. I'm just going to end up with a ton of Henry. I'm going to end up with a ton of Kamara. I also want Laporta too. I don't think we're going to be able to push him back Like, I don't think we're going to get Laporta at 23, but we can test it. Let's test it with this room. After Laporta's off the board, you're just guessing. The TJ Hawkinson pick makes me think that we're not going to get Laporta. Like, if we pushed Hawkinson to the other side of the board where one team already has a tight end, now I liked our chances better. We might still push it, though. We might still push it. Let's bring in Waddle here. Let's bring in Waddle. Josh says he had a crazy BR where he got Hawk at 24. Come on. Come on. That's criminal. 9 picks after ADP on Hawkinson, who could easily finish his tight end 1 this week. Not only that, he could easily just finish as the optimal tight end. Yeah, it's going to be a scroll down pick for us. Laporta and Andrews both go, which is fine. I'm ready to hurt again, Jalen Waddle. I am ready to hurt again. Let's see if Swift comes back, because honestly, just really good leverage. Same thing with Pacheco, really good leverage on the elite QBs this week. Just assuming we're going to make that bet that those touchdowns go in on the ground, which just really helps you leverage that elite QB too. Yeah, if it's not going to be a Tua lineup, he's got Hill, so it makes sense. Can't be mad. I'm not mad. Could definitely do an A-rich team too, but let's go Kirk Cousins, who's already had multiple top 3 QB finishes this year. Multiple. We have JJ. We're making that bet already, and I think we got different enough with these pieces that it won't be super chalk. And last pick's going to be a tight end here. Dennis, welcome to the live stream, my man. How you doing? How many battle royales have you guys gotten into? Ertz is in a good spot. Yeah, I know. Ertz, he is. You're not wrong. He has the second most targets of all tight ends this season. He has the second most. Now, Dobbs is actually being more serviceable than we thought at QB, but the lack of touchdowns in like red zone scores is just kind of driving me away. Same reason for Conklin too. Like, I think this is a great spot to mix in a little bit of Conk. But we could do Chiggy, but we already have Derrick Henry. Like, honestly, just give me Hunter Henry, or we can do a bring back here. It's gross, but let's do it anyways. Let's go Waller here, a little mini stack in this Miami Giants game. They have to connect one of these games, right? Like, I'm just waiting for it. Now, this game with the Giants having their starting left tackle out, and their center out. Gonna be honest, like, I don't think it's gonna be this game, but they should have to throw. They should be playing from behind. Yeah, that didn't help them last week. It's going to happen one of these weeks, though. I'm cool with Waller just because of the mini that we have there. And we will jump into a dog bowl once Drewski gets on the stream. He should just be a couple minutes. So until then, we're just going to spam these. And honestly, I'm hoping for like pick 5. I want to get a little more David Montgomery, and the computer. Oh, ask. All you have to do is ask. That's so easy. That's so easy. Now the question is, can we push Montgomery to 8? And how sharp is Sports Do? Can we trust Sports Do or not? You've done 4. All right. Got to get in a few. Oh yeah, we're doing more than a few today. Saints are tough defense for tight ends. Right. But when you think of that game script, you think of who's the red zone target. It's Henry. And really, you only need 1 touchdown. Once you go after Laporta, like these guys who don't get volume, I mean, Tyler Higbee, I guess you could argue, but like 1 touchdown, 3 catches for 25 yards is more than 8.9. So I'm okay with Henry still this week just because he's the main red zone target. Stevenson a little dinged up, but it looks like he's probable. I think I saw it on Underdog earlier that Henry has the highest props for receptions. And we could double check that after if someone wants to fact check me. In the meantime, I'm fine with that. It's basically looking like this for me right now. Like Montgomery, he's not going to get more touches than he did last week, right? I think we can all agree that he's probably not going to get more than 34 touches. But Gibbs being out, if he is, it likely sets him up for 30. Let's bring in Montgomery. And if we do this, we'd basically be looking to get one of A.J. Brown and Chase. But I have so much A.J. Brown and Chase that I don't mind just doing this too. We can honestly, he's going to spam the 2 receivers, isn't he? Okay, he goes Cup. Let's bring in Chase. No Higgins. I'm actually even more confident in the Chase pick. So this is basically just on ADP. It's as if we drafted Chase here at 5 and then Montgomery at 8. So it's not different. Archie, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. ER7. ER7 with the smack talk says, I think you accidentally put a Washington logo on your profile pic. Love that. You got to have some friendly banter in the comment section. Highly encouraged. Yeah, poor Washington, though. That game, Brian Robinson sold. He sold. And it's really the O-line that played like garbage. You had a team that defensive O-line like wasn't good this season. Chicago had like 2 sacks all year. And they put pressure down. They're tackling them behind the line of scrimmage. It was just kind of frustrating. I've done 4 resurrection drafts. And I'm just really focused on the weekly content right now that I haven't been able to get into too many. I did 4 on day 1 though, and those ADPs are crazy, and they're still like severely off. If we get Hurts here, we're insta clicking Hurts in this spot. If not, I mean, I'm also okay with the Hawk. Laporta goes before the Hawk. It's not the worst, but yeah, I'm not doing that. You want to take Laporta before Mark Andrews in this low-scoring game? Yeah, sure. Be my guest. All right. I guess we're just being an ADP drafter right now with a falling Hawkinson and a falling Devonta Smith. Won't be super different, but it'll be different enough that our last pick will make us stand out. Yeah, Archie, I do not know what happened, man. I do not like. I still like Washington's outlook. I still like Brian Robinson's outlook for redraft, and for the underdog pockets, the portfolio. I'm fine with his outlook for the rest of the season, but him basically playing like no snaps in comeback in the 4th quarter was all Antonio Gibson, and Antonio Gibson, gotta give it to him. He made an awesome catch, but yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Oh, you started the D? God damn. You gotta, I get it because Justin Fields has been struggling, but that's always a risk. All right, only 1 QB max can go off. These teams both have their QB. The team in the middle does not have their QB. We can do Yeah, I'm cool with Lamar, man. He's been lighting it up on the ground. 2 rushing touchdowns in both of the last games, 22 points plus in the last 3. Come on. Yes. Like, I think Baltimore absolutely dominates this game. No Pat Freiermuth for Pittsburgh. I think you're going to see a nice little time of possession for Baltimore. So let's bring in Lamar here. We can go Zay Flowers. We can go Bateman, who's practiced in full. Not in the injury report. Odell's questionable. Now, Bateman's done nothing this season, but everyone is going to Mark Andrews. Everyone is going to Zay Flowers. Can also go Pickens as just a bring back on the other side with no Pat Freiermuth. So basically, who do we think is going to score more points? Let's go Pickens as a bring back. We'll just go solo Lamar. Basically say he gets in on the ground. And Pickens can spike. Is it week 2? He spiked for 20.7 on 4 catches. So doesn't take a whole lot for him to get there. No Pat Freiermuth, no Deontay Johnson still. It's a good spot for Pickens. And welcoming the guy. Last time he's on the stream, he had 1 kiddo. And now he has 2 kiddos. Let's see if those eyes look any different. What's going on, Drew? Welcome to the live stream.
I'm sorry for running a little late. My
and
bad.
He's on mute. I didn't, fully expect. Oh, I'm on mute. I have my volume on mute. Damn it. The joke is on me. Yeah, the joke's on me.
Oh, I was like, I'm not on mute, so something's wrong.
Idiot. Maybe it's the... See? We're going to do one more Battle Royale, and I told the people we're going to jump into a dog bowl. You don't have to split it with me. I'm fine with taking the solo ship. But if you want to split it, you're more than welcome.
Nah. If I'm here, might as well.
Let's
what did I miss? Sorry for running late.
Oh, nothing. We did a few Battle Royales, just doing a little warm-up here. Nice. Fancy Dog, welcome to the live stream. Too Cool Red is in the house. And we get the 4 spot. And Chong. Honestly, Chong has been on fire as of late.
See, I don't play this much. So, Battle Royale, you're the driver of this ship today. But the few that I have done, I swear to God, right, Chong's in like half of them.
He's honestly, and I don't know if he's spiked anything big just yet, but he's been at the top quite frequently.
Flirting with it?
He has been flirting with it. I know that for sure. This 4 spot, it seems a little early to go Demont here. So like Demont's a clear riser because of the Gibbs news, but like I'm not going Demont in front of Bijan or even AJ. I did it last time in front of AJ Brown and it worked, but
I'm gonna watch this one play out and see what the hell is going on. Because I haven't done any this week, so let me see how one plays out really quick, and then we'll dive in.
Yeah. So like Kelsey,
how many have you been doing?
So this, I'm gonna get around like 50, just over 50 in this week.
Okay.
Which is about my average. It's about my average. Now I
feel like I'm gonna start going harder on these once the resurrection drafts are done. Mm-hmm. That's just at night. That's what I've been doing. But once that's not an option, I feel like I'll dive into the Battle Royale streets.
Now you took down a resurrection type draft on DraftKings last year, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And that was what, week
like
2?
11 on? No, it was a late one. Yeah, it was a late one. Maybe it was 10. I'd have to go back and look, but it was definitely a double-digit week. And yeah, that's why it was only a 10K takedown and not like, earlier in the season, they were like 25. Yeah. I just did it too late.
So. ER7 says drop a like. Yeah, please, if you guys are new to the channel, drop the sub as well. Hit the bell for notifications if you want to jump in these live drafts with us.
Got the 1K. So are we doing a 25 or a 24-hour stream of like battle royales or what's going on
there? Imagine.
I can't imagine you could you'd run out of drafts, I would think.
I would just have to like work out for 12 of those hours, I think. I'd have to flip the
Turn the camera over and do it.
Right.
That's a workout session.
Jamar here at 9? Like I will.
Jamar honestly is weird in these battle royales. I feel like he goes all over the place. I haven't done any this week, but the previous weeks, like I saw him bouncing.
Okay, we'll go Demont. I'm cool with the RBRB start here. The thing with this slate, Drew, is like wide receivers really fall off quick, but it seems like there are some nice scroll down options. We got absolutely screwed like midweek where Amon-Ra started like on the wrong side of playing, and then it turned over like, oh, okay, he might actually be playing. He's practicing. And they became doubtful again. So it was just a roller coaster of emotions of like fading Amon-Ra, drafting him. Hurt. Yeah. So he's on the doubtful side now. So it doesn't look like he's going to play.
And honestly, what did Gibbs do? I haven't even seen what Gibbs did. I just saw the notification that he's doubtful. Like
it's the hammy.
I didn't even know he was really dealing with the hammy.
Yeah.
Lions I think are dropping like flies.
It's definitely
they're a fun team.
But now it becomes more condensed. And sadness becomes happiness for those who were drafting Laporta this whole time, or maybe pick swapping to Reynolds, or even JMO, who is expected to make his first appearance here.
There's a reality where JMO just goes nuclear, isn't there? Like,
yeah, on 2 catches. 2 catches, 130 yards, and 2 titties.
I'm curious to see how they use him, especially with Amon-Ra and Gibbs out. Like, who are you gonna throw the ball to? I love Hawkinson this week.
Yeah, we're going back to the Hawkinson well for sure. The last 2 weeks it's been brutal, but he did drop a touchdown in one of these games, and the week before that, obviously, like it's in his realm of possibilities to finish as tight end 1, and against KC, pretty good spot.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of passes thrown in that game. A lot of passes thrown.
This is sick. Josh says he has a few JJJ's teams. My God. Are they already giving him the Swift treatment? Yeah, 100%. They drafted his replacement just to use him the same exact way they used Swift.
I'm surprised Breece isn't going higher.
This is so true. McCaffrey saying, pretty sure Crash Rich 2 drafted 24 hours straight the other day. We are not convinced yet that he's not a bot. He also has like 13 followers on the X on Twitter.
13. So, that's it. Right. I'm shocked more people haven't followed him.
I've seen porn bots with more. So give us Devontae here, please. This guy's name is Win. What are the chances he
got 2 receivers already and a tight end? What are we thinking? Go Breece.
Yeah, we can't go RB.
Oh no, not you. 2. I was telling him to go Breece.
I love that.
I do think Breece should be going higher though. I don't know why he's going this late.
I'm cool with just going Lamar and 2 scroll down options. We can go Flowers in this situation. And we can go Pickens if we want to game stack it, or we can just go 2 random guys. My scroll down option of the week has been Pickens. You can add DeAndre Hopkins on that list against a decimated and terrible Indiana Colts defense.
Yeah.
He's definitely in play this week for me. Chris Olave, but this one sketches me out, not from Olave's standpoint, but from Derek Carr's.
I feel like they're going to just force feed Olave this week. He only got like 2 targets last week, didn't he? 3? It wasn't many.
6.
6? Oh, I guess he only caught one.
One ball for 4 yards. Okay. D-Hop's off the board. We can go.
Reynolds is always fun. I don't know how far you usually scroll down on these things.
Dude, to the bottom, my friend.
The farther, the better.
To the
what
bottom.
What about Mims?
He's not out there enough for me, man. He's not out
but
there
all
enough.
It takes is the one game he is. He's been by far the best receiver, right? Isn't that one of those things you want to get it before he's on the field for 80 snaps?
But like
the dude has just been course efficient.
Oh yeah.
Wonky.
I don't know if against the Jets is the right spot.
I don't know. That's my battle royale tank.
Sadness.
I like Wilson. I like all the guys you have.
I'm gonna bring in Flowers first. We'll go with the stack. God damn.
I just feel like sooner or later, man, he's the best receiver on that team. Like,
I agree, but
it's going to happen. He's gonna go bonkers.
Like, you want to see progression, though. You want to see that there is a sign that he's going to be out there a decent amount. And
the sign is he's putting up better stats than both the other guys on 4 snaps a game, 4 targets.
17 snaps is not.
Hey, that's up.
Could it happen?
11%. 11%. 11%.
Oh my god.
The arrow's trending up.
All right, we get whoever we want. These guys, he needs a tight end, he needs a running back.
They also aren't throwing sauce on Marvin Mims, so the Jets defense doesn't scare me.
He's gonna make us draft Marvin Mims.
I'm not. Listen, you take the driver seat.
No.
I can't wait. Nice.
We're officially splitting this one, 250, right down the pie.
Perfect.
I'm just kidding.
I will Venmo you later. Pay you with a pick'em slip.
All right. Drew's officially uninvited from tonight's stream, and we're going pickings for the game stack.
it's a solo stream. The square goes blue.
Dude, if this was even like 42%, just like get me close to half the snaps, because they're not out there a ton. It's Denver. Now we're playing an elite defense.
Are the Jets an elite defense? Like, they have some elite pieces, but I'm not like scared to play players versus them. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Like, he could, like, here you go, 2 catches on 113 yards and 1 touchdown.
And he was on the field on how much?
Was that week 2?
20%?
Yeah. Yeah, 24%.
You're greedy, Pat. You want double that?
I agree.
You want double that? You want 200 yards?
He should be out there. I'm not trying to fight that. He should definitely be out there more. And the thing is, like, little Jordan Humphrey, like, really? Does he need 21%?
No, look at his though. He started at 70. That man has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, but that's because of Judy, though. In my opinion, he took most of Judy's snaps. And then Brandon Johnson's scoring touchdowns every single week. So, like,
if Brandon he's fallen off a cliff too, while Mims is going up. Like, either way, Mims is better than all of these bums. He's gonna be on the field more. Like, it's just
really gotta squeak your eye to see that 2 snap increase right there. You really gotta.
You saw him drop on a 20%. All I'm saying is,
crazy.
Don't you in a battle royale? I don't play these much, but like, wouldn't that be like, as soon as he does get 70%, like, everyone's gonna draft him because he's the best receiver on that team.
I don't think he'll actually touch 70% unless there's an injury to Judy or Sutton.
Also very possible.
Like, maybe goes to like 55%. It's gonna be very similar, in my opinion, to Seattle, where it's like JSN, talent's there if you throw it to him any more than 2 yards down the field.
JSN scares me, man.
Yeah, and he's not making anyone miss. Not great, but
dude,
that's why I was so high on Lockett, though.
Years. Yeah.
Thus the Lockett.
I didn't listen on Lockett.
Waiting on 2 people for the Dog Bowl.
These are 12, right?
Yeah, these are 12 people, 72 players drafted, I believe. So it's like 1/4 of a regular. So basically, top 3, it's very top heavy and it's punishing. It's not a
Yeah, I
profitable
mean,
tournament.
you don't care about anything but first through third.
Right.
The rest
So
is like
I
don't
threw
really know
out
why
a-
they did the rest. They should have just made first through third winner take all. Get it all.
I threw out a message in the Discord, just like sending out a little fishing rod to see if we had any takers, doing a 25% split, 4 people, completely even split, and doing 8 contests, which you only have to pay for 6 because every 4 you get 1 free. Hit me on the Venmo. We'll draft them on the live stream, and we'll do 8 a week, and we'll try to get to Miami. Does it mean
Anyone take
one's
you up
tough?
on it?
No, so I'm just gonna send it myself.
Come on, man.
We're just gonna go to Miami ourselves. And guess what? We're gonna get Pounders t-shirts, Miami Vice style.
I dig it. Hey,
We'll bring a Stogue for Nez.
Tell the wife every week you have to do it late, and then I can hop on and we can go to Miami and party.
It's a great point by McCaffrey for the Battle Royales. How far Brees Hall ADP has risen since we found out he's going to touch the ball 15 times instead of 9.
I'm surprised it hasn't risen more. Like I really am. You know who's hasn't risen? Marvin Mims. He's been down that whole time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. For good reason though. The snaps, my man. Listen to the music. Yeah, this is going to be like when I'm off stream, you can guarantee I make a
You're
Mims
building
team
a Mims
now.
team.
Not only just Mims, but it's also going to be Russell Wilson. It's
you gotta bring it. The old week 17 takedown with Russ and who did you have for that? Russ and who?
Russ, Judy, bring back Keenan Allen, and then Kittle and Nick Chubb. That's just like one-offs. Yeah, I'm obviously missing Chase.
The whole roster, like bam.
Chase too. Chase went for like 16. He was the least amount of points on the whole roster.
I was gonna say there's probably a more optimal lineup then.
And that was a Sunday morning draft where it was just like hashtag why not? Why not?
Someone Denver? Like takes your other quarterback, like I'm just gonna build a Russ stack.
Yeah, everyone probably left. Too bad Underdog doesn't give return points. Mim would be way more valuable.
Listen, when he's playing 60% of the snaps.
Damn. We got to cover our portfolio too on our high stakes drafts. We have 4 250s and 1 500 that we're splitting. And I think we're not
currently
less than
advancing both on my phone or on my account.
We're advancing the 500 and we're not more than like 22 points out of advancing on my 2, which is
we are only advancing one of those because of the Thursday night game, but it was a nice little boost.
Let's go. We're live.
And we have Jonathan Taylor coming back this week, which is nice. Paired with our boy Kyron.
We'll take the 5.
I will be right back.
You got it. Honestly, I'm tempted to just fade Kelsey in this one. See if we get one of these tight ends on the way back around. So basically, this is a 12-person draft, very similar to the Battle Royales in terms of roster construction, but 12 people in this one. Eric, shout out to Eric, shout out to Pete. Everyone's trying to go to Miami. Shout out to Nez for taking it down. And then Copper Prices, who's just like kids on fire. Like
he has 2, right?
If I saw him in public, I would probably just douse him with my water bottle. It's like, dude, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. Catching flames.
Do we know who he is? Like, is he on Twitter? Is he like...
Yeah, he is a human. He is a human being.
He is a human. We can confirm.
Peanut butter waiver saying like the stream. Yeah, let's try to get to 20 likes on this one. That'd be flames. It's been a while since we popped off a 20 like stream.
What? You should get 20 likes every time. It's been a while since you got 20 likes. Slackers.
So
what's been like the normal?
I hope he takes
roster?
Bijan. Honestly, I just hope he takes. Okay, good. Because honestly, I think AJ Brown's an easy click there. You can probably make a case for AJ Brown over Bijan in this, where wide receivers fall off extremely fast. You need at least 2, and like after Waddle, like, we're going into the land of the unknown.
Nico.
Oh yeah, I like Nico.
I'm gonna just get targets now, man. Not, I guess 3 last week, but
but it's that spike potential with the routes that he's running, and he also is the second highest for yards after the catch. He was the highest before the DJ Moore game, but I mean DJ Moore going nuclear.
That was nuts, man.
Going nuclear. Let's see what Eric does here. Sort of a tough spot. Definitely a tough spot. Goes Mahomes. Pete.
Okay.
I'll be going to A-Chain here.
So how many of these have you been doing a week? Because I haven't been doing any of these. I did a few and it was $4.
Buddy, last week I did 1, right? In big brain, being a big brain. Undrafted Juwan Johnson because Moreau's out. Gets hurt in warm-ups,
didn't he? Yeah.
And he didn't get swapped, which like it didn't matter for my roster. So can't really be too salty about it, but he played 0 snaps.
So that doesn't do a swap. See, I'm still learning the swap thing too. I think I have an idea on it. Like a pretty good.
What? Did I just see Stroud at 11? Oh God, please, dear God, no.
He's going to Miami.
Yeah, he's going to Miami. This kid's in Houston right now. It's so hot. We're gonna have to add like Numi 14, or Hope, and get a clarification on the Juwan Johnson.
Was he questionable before the game, and then?
I don't think so. No? He legit got hurt, I believe, in pregame warmups. Yeah, there was no. It was like, even if you are questionable, you can draft them, and if they end up not playing, they still get swapped. It's when they're doubtful or when they're out.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like, was he questionable? So like he should have been swapped, or was he just he was? Okay.
He should have been swapped.
That's so strange. I don't know. It has to do with the timing, I'm sure, but
he's out for this week too, which blows for the portfolio. My God. Couldn't be like Jimmy Graham who gets hurt. It's okay. We're doing fine. Our advance rates are pretty good right now, so pretty comfortable where we're at. Especially with having like Jonathan Taylor, Cup coming back, Barkley.
I'm excited for my weekly winners teams that were drafted at the end of draft season for Cup and Taylor and all these guys come back. There's some monster teams, like absolute monster teams that were drafted.
Because you created some mean ones. You created some mean ones.
I'm excited to see if any of those can pay off any money.
We could go onslaught here with Philly too. I'm not opposed to doing that in a high total game. Gavin, welcome to live stream. He says, why is everyone so high on Laporta? Only scores. Yeah. I mean, he finished his tight end 1 though that week.
He gets a lot of targets.
He finished tight end 1. No Gibbs.
On offense.
No Amon-Ra. Like, you can make a case for him pretty easily. I mean, it's definitely deeper at running back.
Okay.
The thing with So like we can't go Goddard.
I can't not click Brees here. I mean, I'm fine to go Swift because you know it better than me, but I just I can't not do it. Brees versus the Broncos on it, and they're telling it he's going, which I believe because it's not like Dalvin has looked good at all. I know he was lower at the start of the week, but we're not going to care if he goes for 30 points. Like we're just going to be happy he's on our squad.
I have an odd feeling we're going to get. I love this start by Eric here. I have an odd feeling that one of these top 4 tight ends is going to be the guy that like you absolutely need. It just feels like those. It just feels like those. Mark Andrews, obviously.
Oh, I didn't see Kelsey. I didn't see Kelsey up at the top. Okay.
Like Kelsey against Minnesota, TJ Hawk against KC, Sam Laporta with everyone on his team injured. I just think it's highly possible that you get one of those, but can one of these players spike high enough? Like if the highest scoring tight end's 18, can you find a 12 spike from one of these guys?
I mean, Jonnu can.
That's the best.
Look at that game log.
That's the best. That's the best. No, I know.
I love that Pitts is still just going to like people just can't quit. They can't.
I believe Jonnu has the adjustment too. Like he's giving yards away to Kyle Pitts this week for the pick'ems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that on Pete's stream.
That's hilarious.
Might not have been Pete's stream. I've been Underdog Daily with the Badge Bros. There's no way we get Nico back to us. That's just
not when both the guys before us need a receiver.
What do you think of these?
The Q?
Yeah, the KU. Alvin Kamara's pick'em is set to like 14.1 points, which is like just as high as the top RBs.
Is it? I mean, I guess it's just because I think he's going to get the ball a lot. I just don't think he's very good anymore. I think he looked very good last year. I think he got bottled up this last week. Like he caught 13 passes. Dude did nothing.
But Tampa Bay is pretty good on the ground. So is New England, surprisingly. Is there someone else that you're seeing that you'd rather get?
I would go Richardson out of those two, but if it's like easier to get running back, Richardson's. Well, I mean, we've seen him almost take a game over in the first half. Dude just got a concussion.
I think what worries me is Titans defense, especially like against the run, but not only just that, but like they've also been very good against rushing QBs. I forget who posted the stat. Otherwise, I'd shout them out. But
should have went Kamara.
Last year, Tennessee defense against Josh Allen and 2 other rushing QBs, might have been Hurts, 46 total yards in those 3 games. So we'll see. We'll see. He's obviously an athletic freak, and
Jonathan Taylor's back. That's just it's so hard to contain everything. I would assume if Taylor's out there, and I guess he's on a snap count, we'll see what kind of snap count. I'm
not convinced that it hurts him though.
Yeah, I'm not convinced it's going to be much of a snap count. Like, what are they going to like? 65% a snap count for Taylor. All right, that's fine.
Right, 40. You might see as low as 35, 40.
Maybe. I don't think he's going to. We were having this talk in the Discord today too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him being below 50%, but we'll see. If it's just a game shape thing, like, come on, you can get out there for half your snaps. Get over it. And if he's not healthy, then they're not going to put him out there. He just signed a freaking deal that's going to give him 20 whatever mil if he blows an ACL tomorrow. So if he's not healthy, like, just don't play him for another week.
Right. It should give you a little bit of confidence that they gave him that much money, right? I think that makes sense.
Yeah. It is me.
Obviously,
I've been burned once or twice. Oh, fucker.
Yeah, that was going to be such a reach. It was like he was next in line for like 12 picks. So DeAndre Hopkins would be a nice bring back in this game. If not, Jordan Addison. It's a nice little one piece.
Nose for the end zone a little bit.
Yeah. In a game where Minnesota should be playing from behind, should be throwing.
You'd imagine.
One would imagine, but we've seen some weird game scripts.
I was going to say Zach Wilson and the Jets hung with the Chiefs last week. So,
and then even that Jaguars game was that week 2 against the Jags, where it was like a 52.5 point total, and it was like 17-9. It's like, the fuck was that?
The Chiefs' weapons are just so bad. I don't know how long they think they can throw out these like JV receivers. Like Justin Watson ran the most routes for them this last week. Are you kidding me? Like he was like the 5th string special team gadget player in Tampa. Like,
and there's a reason why I said all off season, don't draft MVS. It's just not a good receiver.
No, they all suck. Every single one of them. Like I would not want one of them on my team. I don't want them.
We could go Higbee here for a bring back tight end. Definitely in play, but with cutback and Puka.
What other tight ends are there? Like I don't even care to take a tight end right here. I'd fill out.
Okay.
I agree with you. Higbee, like sure he could, but there's more.
Like Pickens, Josh Reynolds. Because Josh Reynolds, I'm sure, is not making it back to us here.
Do we have a? I honestly don't care with these. I think the Lions Panthers game's probably gonna have that. Pittsburgh Ravens game is always such a slugfest. Like I don't feel like there's a lot of points scored in it.
All right, let's go Reynolds.
What is the over under for that game? I guess that's an easy way to look.
Yeah, Updog is here, and yeah, MVS is trash. Learned that lesson last year. Should have learned it the year before that during Aaron Rodgers' MVP season, where MVS had nothing to do with it. Here are my Kansas City exposures from this is 372, so this is split drafts. I did around 850. But my highs with Bryce, Pacheco. Yeah.
I like very Pacheco.
Very low on every other KC receiver. So
I wonder what I'm gonna look up my Chiefs.
Then
I think MVS was my highest, but I think he was like 4 or 5%. I don't think it was very high.
These two scare me, Jones and Waller, especially because Waller's hurt. Frank, welcome to the live stream. What's going on, my man? He's got his spoon out. Let's go. Everyone's got their spoons. Bring the spoons to the live stream. It's like the #1 rule.
Okay. I'm surprised Najee's that far down. I guess it's Baltimore.
Yeah, you know, the four targets for Najee through 4 games will probably do it, where Warren's like the clear third down guy.
But Warren isn't even going in front of Najee. So it's like,
no, I know.
I would think one of the Steelers running backs would be higher, whichever one the consensus liked more. It looks like we're just like, we don't know which one we like, so let's throw them down there.
Yeah, nothing's great about it. This is just going to be a nasty, uncorrelated A-Rich team. And would you want it any other way?
No.
With A-Rich, you know? Let's just we said we were going to make a parlay later. This is the parlay now.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We get our pick. Dameon Pierce is getting 2 pieces of his O-line back this week.
Well, I like Pierce.
I have so much riding on Pickens. It's like, I don't even think he goes drafted every time. I know he doesn't in Battle Royales, and I still have around 18%.
Yeah. Do you have much Pierce?
No, but I do want to mix him in. So what better way to get to Miami? I mean, 25 touches last game against Pitt.
Didn't do a whole lot with them, but
No, he did not. But the O line's also Garbo right now.
Stroud just looks so good. That offense like isn't shit. It's good. So if he's
They're
gonna get those,
they're throwing a shit
Yeah.
ton too. We could do a skinny, a little mini stack here in our Indy Tennessee game with no Treylon Burks. Sure, Chiggy
I like Chiggy, man.
hasn't been the best, but again, if he's not being
He's a
drafted,
tight end. Yeah, he's a tight end that can take it to the house, dude. He can take a slant 60 yards if he gets the opening. So
right.
I like it, especially when he's not getting drafted. Like I don't
Big
see
time.
much of a difference between him and Tyler Higbee, other than Chiggy's been shit this season so far. Sweet. Oh, that's fun.
Well, we'll see. We might imagine getting sniped on Chig here.
Do many people go double tight end in these? Oh, I guess we have one in this room that did it.
No way.
I can't imagine that's
Who did it?
3 spot. Is that a pounder?
No.
I was going to say the name doesn't ring a bell to me.
I think it's fine for battle royales to mix it in, but it's still proven to be minus EV. Where
I was going to say, how often is that what you need?
the problem with
could happen.
The problem with battle royale versus this is there's less of a player pool, right? So it's only 36 players being drafted. So the chances of a positional player being optimal outside of 36 is extremely high. Now this was 72 players being drafted.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it with 2 of the top 4. So I'm okay with how they did it. But like the Kirk Cousins, is this going to be like a KJ Osborne pick?
Yeah, see, I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like I'd rather, if I had one low that I really liked that I thought wasn't, such as a Chiggy, just use him. Pairing him with like a Kelsey and then get your studs in the middle. I feel like going 2 tight ends that high, like you're just missing out on so.
It's so thin though, because you need that tight end to outscore everyone else's flex. That's all running backs. That's all receivers. Oh my God, we got 2 teams.
I guess.
Well, at least we know people are donating in these $50 lobbies. We got a Tyler Higbee Pitts, which now imagine getting. We're gonna get sniped on Chig. There's no way. There's no way.
No way.
This guy's like, he's got the scroll down like this, like, who's Jack Stoll?
Dude.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Granson's not a bad pick.
Well, when Mo Alley Cox is scoring the touchdowns.
I honestly didn't think about Granson. It's not a bad pick, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not as good as Chiggy.
No, hell no. Hell no. Where are the tittins? Where are the titties? Letters, math.
I don't use that website, so I don't know how to find it.
65. It's higher than Schultz. Let's do it.
What's higher than Schultz? What were you looking?
Schultz snap count's like terrible. It's going down.
That's crazy.
49%, man. It down every single week. Not good.
I haven't been paying that close attention to the Texans, I guess. I did not realize Schultz was in the process of getting benched by who? Andrew Beck?
Yeah, X'd out. X'd out. I like Addison. I like Addison. The problem is everyone's drafting him, so
yeah,
it's not like he's unique in these.
Shootout game. He's shown a nose for the end zone. Gets targets most weeks. Yeah,
and it's a team that wants to throw the ball. Through the first 3 weeks, Kirk was averaging 46 pass plays a game. So, yeah. See Cortland Sutton go off the board. So this team's just completely. I would have liked to seen this probably be KJ Osborne with Kirk, but it's fine. Well, don't know. Eric ends up with Mahomes, CJ Hawk, James Conner, Ramondre Stevenson, George Pickens, and Rashee Rice. Overzet ends up with A-Chain, Devonta Smith, Waller, DeAndre Hopkins, a little staffy mini stack. Oh no, he's got a stack and to bring back in the Philly game. And then A-Chain, Waller, mini stack, naked DeAndre Hopkins, who I like Hopkins this week. Like if he's gonna do it any week, it's this week against Indy. No Treylon Burks. And that's the exact same reason why I like Chiggy this week too. Against a weak defense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun one.
Whoa.
It's a fun one. I think there is a really big dip after pick 6 or 7, you could argue. Like after Chase, Montgomery, AJ Brown off the board. Yeah. So like pick 8. If you're stuck behind like Jalen Hurts, Mahomes, I think Eric did a great job getting this game stack between Mahomes and Hawk. I think that was a really sharp idea for drafting on the back end. And then going Rice, who in one game caught 2 balls, basically fell at the 1 yard line. Like a 2022 Amon-Ra showing.
Yeah. He's shown a nose for the end zone too, hasn't he? Like he's been right around it. I know he scored at least 1, but he's again down at the 1
game
twice.
1.
Like he's there.
Yeah, first game.
Mahomes is trying to trust him.
Fields to Atlanta.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Is it?
Yeah. Can it? I don't know.
I don't know. Like Fields is showing some promise now.
Yeah, back-to-back games. He does make mental mistakes, but again, year 3 player.
I think if the Bears could get their hands on Caleb, I think sure they might do that. But I don't think the Bears are trying to get their hands on Caleb after watching him for the last 2 weeks. I think they might hope to luck into it, right?
I don't know if you saw the talk about so obviously Justin Fields throws the coaches under the bus, and then the coaches say, well, we're actually not sure if we have our QB of the future. So like they're testing the waters, playing back at Fields with the shit talking basically. And if they did lose some more games, I mean, they are in a position where they could get the 1 spot, and they already have 2nd pick next year too. So sleeper wide receiver 2 for Tennessee. I forget his name.
Westbrook Akine.
Akine. Thank you. I
have no freaking clue how to pronounce it. Don't.
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think I butchered it. Seen it talked about everywhere. Yeah, it's more of the Kyle Pitts truthers, I think, keeping that dream alive. Yeah. Let's jump
London
into another
truthers,
BR.
Kyle Pitts truthers, like to anyone who wants that offense to get some legs to it. But I just don't see him. The Bears are going to see what they have the rest of the season. And if Fields tanks them to the 1, then great. We can get Caleb. Or he, is more consistent on the things that we have seen him do. The guy's not a bum. He's just a little bit of a roller coaster. he's all over the place.
Yeah.
But the talent's there.
It would be an upgrade. Like it would be a big upgrade over Ritter.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to see. Like, don't get me wrong.
I love it.
Football standpoint, that'd be awesome to see. As a Pitts fader, I hope it doesn't happen. So
I don't know who the hell they could put a quarterback to make Pitts. Like, I'm not running to the streets if Fields goes there for Pitts. Like, no.
Yeah.
Pitts looks lost. He does still look hurt. Like,
exactly.
I don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to use him. They're playing him hurt.
I don't think he's fully healthy. I think that is an underlying problem, and you could see it in training camp. You could see it in OTAs where he looked slow and he looked off. Like, what are you gonna do? Jonnu Smith is the better tight end. We gotta eat it. Just kidding.
Yeah, how many times was Jonnu Smith drafted in the?
I don't know, but
apparently
the Patriots are the only ones that don't know how to use Jonnu Smith. The Titans do, and Atlanta does. I gotta swallow that one.
That's so funny because they built all these amazing tight ends, and now it's like, we just
we just
can't use Chiggy.
This is a good point. Arthur Smith had him in Tennessee.
So
knows how to use him.
Knows how to
use him. 100%. 100%. If we get Mahomes back to us,
not gonna happen.
No, nothing fun ever happens.
So what have you not done? What are you trying to do in these? I assume you have Tyreek and Hawkinson a couple times.
I'm cool with just like doing some weird shit too.
Bringing Laporta up. We could make it a Mims team.
Let's do a small reach for Laporta here over Hawk. Just because I think the pairing's going to be, let's see. I guess Laporta has fallen to 23, so probably not a good play, to be honest, because his ADP is 22. So now we just have to pick out the winners.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe this is where we do the double tight end.
Or we could just plan on this being a Mims team.
Let's do something
different.
Like
Breeze.
We're gonna get 3 players in the same range, which is otherwise not possible unless you reach. So the only way to make this make sense. So when we come back around to 23, we'll have another player in this range where we got 2 players. Well, fuck. Breece Hall is a bad example.
Why?
Because he's risen so far. So like that would make sense with Swift. But like just to get other people's brains like churning, like that strategy of getting 3 players, you have to know the movement of the player too. So it's easier to do.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
It's easier to do on Saturday nights or Sunday mornings when the ADPs are basically set in stone, and getting 3 players in the same range. God damn it, Up Dogs. Do
you track
got
that?
Your back? I have
like, do you track it
running
for BR?
through my head? Yeah.
Okay,
all the time.
Okay.
All the time. Wow. Got to make a mental note here.
So what quarterbacks are not getting drafted in BR?
Danny Dimes, Staffy, Goff. Those are probably the top. I have a Tannehill team. Gotta talk that talk. Stroud's being mixed in, but not every draft, obviously. Burrow without Higgins sort of makes me want to be out on Burrow again. Excuse me. I guess we could still do this where we get 3 players in this range.
Yeah.
By going 2 more in this range.
Get them all. Where we want
get them.
All
yeah,
of our ADPs within 5 of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But we will. I mean, Breece Hall, bad example. Idiot. Give us 2 here. Don't go.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
Never mind. Don't do it.
We can't go RB.
Don't do it.
Oh, he goes Kirk. The captain Kirk. Okay. I also don't know if 2 is a good example of that either because he falls.
Listen.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest.
We're working with what the board's doing, damn it.
Oh, is this a board bet here? Is this a beer board bet? I'll go Pickens. I mean, that's also unfair, I feel like, because he's going to be out there.
I do feel like it's unfair, but I feel like we need to just do something.
We need to do
Mims
something
can do
it.
more with his
98% of snaps.
98.
This man, I get it, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if my fingers allows me to pick someone who's out there 17 snaps to 58. When Freiermuth's not even going to be in the game next week, is Darnell Washington the piece you need at tight end? Now we got the wheels turning.
Points scored for the season, Pat.
I don't want to.
Look at total fantasy points scored for the season.
Who has the higher spike week on the year? That's all I care about. You got to twist it to a way that's... Yeah. Yeah, you do. Oh, it might not be 20.7.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Honestly, that I kind of forgot what it was at.
Damn it.
I have to queue people up because this. I think.
I like that you're out here telling me you have a Tannehill team
I want
in
a piece
your
of this game.
portfolio.
I want a piece of this. Yeah, boy.
Already,
Yeah.
It's in there. But Marvin Lynn is like, no way, no way.
I wouldn't even think about it.
Tannehill's going to take home a battle royale.
Buddy, if Russell Wilson can win you 25K, literally anyone can.
How close was Mims to optimal
that week? He could probably be in the flex. I don't know if anyone really drafted him week 2 after seeing his snap count production week 1. Yeah, but the profile is there for Pickens. Like, he plays that role where he's deep down the field. Like,
I get
this A dot's high, right? So with no Pat Freiermuth, his target share should go up, or he should be around 8 plus targets. I want to say Pickens have him around there.
I think I'd take the under on 8.
It's 7.5. Would you take the under on 7.5?
I think I would.
With no Freiermuth, who are they going to pass the ball to? No Deontay Johnson?
Austin, baby.
Calvin Austin. You heard it here first. That is the piece you need.
Calvin Austin could be the piece you need, man.
I don't think. Buddy, they have him slated for 3.5 catches.
That's because they don't know. He's been over that every week. Or I guess, never mind. Targets, he's been over.
Targets, yeah. Should we make a pick 'em? I'm going to jump into another. I am going to do another dog bowl. So you can jump into it with me, or again, I can do this one solo. That's entirely up to you. Waiting on 4. I'm just going to end up doing 4 this week, so it ends up being 150 for 4.
Okay.
I'll give you that discount on the first one.
But I'll split this one with you too. If I'm on stream, you got to do it. I'm seeing if there's anything to build a slip with.
Here's our dog bowl team. Again, it's Peter Jennings. We're in second, which is nice because we don't have DJ Moore and we don't have Fields. However, we have Kmet. Nice little week from him. We smashed on the tight ends with this group. McCole Hardman, maybe a little bit of hope with him seeing the field for 1 snap the other day.
we need to go back and look at the stream there because there's no freaking way I was on board with Hard.
You 100% were 100%.
I was.
Yeah, 100%. Deontay Johnson.
I have to go back and watch this.
This isn't bad for having DJ on this team too. A-Chain, Harris, Algier, Chase Brown was definitely a me click. AJ Dillon.
Chase Browns. When's he? Dillon's pissed me off.
This team's fun. Obviously, looking for a up year from Kenny Pickett coming into the season.
Hurts keep carrying us. Like,
yeah. And he's been just like okay though. Like the fact that
I know. Like we just need Hurts to like get back to being Hurts. I guess is what I'm saying. Or
shout out to Craig, Sherman, Liam, Dave, and Peter Jennings, obviously. And I don't even think his team's that strong. Russ, Purdy, Stroud.
This was the one where like no one liked their team, Arby's. Right?
Yeah,
it's coming back to me now.
No one liked their team, but like
no one liked it.
Smash on these receivers. I like the Curtis Samuel pick. Yeah, it's a good
See,
spot.
I don't
It's
think
not.
Peter Jennings liked his team either. I think he
No, he
hated it.
didn't. No one did. It was the funniest thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
We get the 4 spot. Spoon. Get the spoons out.
So
Get the spoons out.
Brown again?
You trying to tickle me the wrong way here? We can make 2 Brown lineups and just bet that he's the optimal guy in round 1. Like
I was gonna say, if he is the guy that goes nuts, I don't know. I don't care making 2.
I think Bijan, right? And then pick 21 is around Nico, but obviously that's going to be chalk.
Mhm.
And it's tough if you don't go a receiver, right? Like at pick 21, we're looking at Waddle's going to be gone. You're looking at the chalk pick of Nico, which that's okay. There's ways to get different. But that's what I'm saying with like wide receivers falling off. I wouldn't be overly surprised to see the 3 spot even go AJ Brown over Kelsey. Yes.
Tyreek.
No, there's no such thing, man. There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
Go Bijan. Let us have something fun.
There's no such thing.
I don't know. He's at least thinking about it, or he went to take a piss and put his phone down. Something.
Right.
Oh. Stole all our fun. Okay.
I'm cool with Brown, to be honest. I'm cool with Brown. 2 lineups, same start.
Yeah.
We can get different in other spots, obviously.
I like it.
Frank,
if that's the guy
in
you
here
like,
at the 10 spot.
And yeah, the receivers get rough. Like
fast, dude.
I didn't realize how bad it got this week. Like
fast. I'm more foregoing AJ Brown, Nico Collins over Bijan, Nico Collins, just because I think that's going to be so much more chalky.
A little more different.
Like we'll see if Pete goes Nico at 20, and I don't think it's a bad play because you can get different elsewhere. And there is, in my opinion, a drop off after Nico. We'll see what he does. But that could confirm the hypothesis.
Why is Olave so low? We're just that worried about Carr?
I think so. For me, it's Carr. It's not Olave. But also,
like I get it. It was a bad week. I just feel like we're a little overreacting to it. Because again, Tampa's defense is legit for one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been shutting down multiple people. No one thought they'd be 3-1, and it's mainly because of that. And Baker dropping.
I think I called that in one of the live streams.
So I don't think I just feel like it's a little like, oh, he had 1 catch on 6 targets, and Carr's shoulder's gonna fall off, so let's let him fall behind. I don't know. That seems a little silly to me. I need to see it happen another. And I know he's receiver 30 or whatever on the season, but that's just because he hasn't got into the end zone, right? Like you throw 1 touchdown onto his stats, and he's how far does he jump up? I'd imagine it's pretty far.
Anything different here? Not really. It's basically off ADP. Achan goes at 12. I probably said his name wrong like 3 times this stream. Achan.
I still can't say 8. How does that say Achan?
You just like
the E's silent, like
silente. King of Kings, like Frank must be getting his badge soon. His red badge. Like this has to be any day now. Frank's an absolute grinder in these streets. Chris G, welcome to the live stream. I think Chris has had some pretty good cashes as of late too. He's going to Miami, right? Chris, you headed to Miami.
Oh shit, really?
I believe so.
This last week?
Yeah, I think last week he spiked in.
Congrats.
Yeah. Animals. Bunch of animals. What's the What's the underdog name, Chris? King Henry Dad Ank 42069. This has to be a dad. Like this, who puts their zip code, right? This has to be a zip.
So if you're a Miami boy, do you just get
Kentucky
tickets to like have some friends fly in? How does that work?
What? I'm sorry, I blacked out.
Oh, Chris G. I think that's what they're saying. He lives in Miami, maybe.
Yeah. I saw that. I think he was on with the Badge Bros. They let him talk his shit for a second. That shit made me laugh. That made me laugh. So good job.
Yeah, I have not been watching any streams, anything. It's been bad.
Here's the moment we've been waiting for. The Nico click by Pete.
Pete high on Nico.
I'm cool with going Laporta here if he falls to us.
I like Garrett Wilson this week too.
Yeah.
Like everyone lights up the Broncos. Zach Wilson will do just fine.
Yeah, we called that one.
I like both Jets and I like Laporta, so take the wheel.
Let's do it. I do think one of these top 4 tight ends could just be the guy you need.
I like it.
It probably takes like a 20-point week, 22-point week.
Let's get one of these Jets to fall back.
See, I think I'd be higher on Pickens than Garrett Wilson this week. Call me crazy. I'm just ready to hurt. It could all just
be a ploy of me trying to get you to take a Jet so we could take a Denver bring back later.
Or just a naked Lamar. DC Fantasy's a grinder. Jay O'Donnell also in these streets frequently. Yeah, so you get a +1. If you win a second ticket, you don't get a second +1.
What? That's
so
whack.
Unfortunately, you can't bring the whole family.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
If I win a second, I want to bring another person. Damn it.
There's the Hopkins pick, and honestly, I think that's sharp as fuck. But again, you're talking to someone who drafted Tannehill this week in Battle Royale.
So who do you want instead of Wilson?
Probably Lamar.
Oh, Pickens is what you had said.
I'm cool with doing any of these, to be honest. I could be tricked either way, but like Pacheco, thank God.
You ass.
I'm so
to make Pat uncomfortable.
So
I don't
happy.
give a shit with
I'm
these three.
So happy.
I don't want Kamara because I stand by he's a bum. So Lamar Pacheco.
I think we can get Goff on the way back around. This is obviously a leverage pick, like
Pacheco. For sure.
Off of Mahomes. So let's say they get the ball in the end zone twice through Pacheco, and then Mahomes just spreads the ball the rest of the way, and we get Goff. And Goff doesn't obviously have to be optimal, but 22, 23 points, as long as no one separates higher than 8 points, you should be fine. But yeah, you're typically looking for in battle royales. I believe the threshold is 27, around 27 for QBs.
Quarterback?
Yeah. In this, it will be less, just due to more players being drafted.
And what about your receivers?
I believe the flex is around 18 receivers, and RBs are like 20 plus. But it's been crazy how flat, and I'm going to jinx it right here. So like, should I even say it? But I will, because the people need to know how flat the scoring's been from the top elite QBs.
Oh, it's been horrible.
They have not been separated. Well, Allen's not on this slate, but he's also been good. I think he's had some 28-point games. They've been they've been firing on all cylinders, but still, you're not seeing this like 38, 40-point game. Fields isn't on the slate. What did Fields hit? Because he got high 30s
40?
this past. Yeah,
Didn't he?
He hit 40.
I thought he just barely hit 40, but I could be wrong. He might have been high 30s.
Hurts. Richardson. Like Richardson having a higher spike week than Mahomes.
Isn't that the game he got hurt
Hurts.
too? Like he was gonna break that week before he
Even Lamar
broke his head.
Yeah, so
Lamar hasn't been running very good either.
there's a morning game tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Buffalo, Jacksonville, I think. The Josh Allen battle.
I think my favorite pick'em of the week is actually the kicker, Bass, over 2.5 extra points.
I feel like you've used that the last couple weeks, haven't you? Like, hasn't it been money?
Yeah, until it misses. I'm gonna run that well dry every single time. Like 6 last week, 4 the week before, 5 the week before that. They're gonna get into the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4 times this week. And yeah, 2.5. Until this gets moved to 3, I'm going to keep betting it. That's my lock. That's my lock of the week.
I haven't really looked at the NFL.
I dive deep into the nitty gritty, the gross lines that no one wants to play.
I just posted one not too long ago.
That's where we live.
In the Discord. What was it?
Uh-huh. I think I saw it and I liked it.
It was Dallas Goedert over 3.5 catches. Derrick Henry over 17.5 rushes. And Trevor Lawrence under 36.5 passes.
I think the Derrick Henry one scares me a little bit, but I could easily see them riding that horse dry until, because it's going to be a close game. I think it's a 1 point plus minus.
Yeah. It will, something like that.
Pete, what are you going to do, my man? We have an obvious bring back with Thielen. Not that I'm saying I love it.
I mean, target hog, man.
Pickens. There it is. So now we have to go.
No, he did that so we could take Mims. He is tuned in. He is Team Mims.
Dude, did someone go Goff? These teams don't have a QB. No. I think we have to go Goff here, to be honest. If we don't get Goff, it gets gross.
Go Goff? Right.
3 teams don't have a QB. They all have 2 picks. They could easily go Reynolds, and I'm okay with going Reynolds too. Like we can get a double stack here. Instead of Thielen. But like they can go Goff Reynolds, they can go Goff JMO, so I think we have to go Goff there. It's just too easy. Because like it's getting thin here at QB. If we don't get Goff, we turn this into a
Marvin Mims, Russell Wilson team. That's exactly what it turns into if Goff's gone.
I was doing a goal line stand yesterday on stream, and we did a Higgins who was going so low before he was doubtful. Higgins Burrow stack. It was like the last stack that was left. Obviously, Russell Wilson, Mims was probably still there, but
how about Dobbs and Hollywood?
I have to find a swap for that. That team guy, welcome to the live stream. Tomorrow I have Burrow and Stroud. Who do I play in an 18 PPR? I'd go Stroud. He's just looked like the better QB, and this is a team that's not afraid to throw the ball. Burrow's he's been a bottom 5 QB every week.
Yeah, I'd just go Stroud because he's proven he's good, and until Burrow fixes whatever the hell's wrong with him, like, be glad you have someone good enough to put in.
Yeah. Reynolds or the bring back in Thielen?
I like Thielen. As weird as that fucking is to say, my goodness.
For this, the threshold is less. I want to go back and look at the teams.
I mean, the dude's getting like 12 targets. He could get into the end zone twice easily. Like, he's always been a red zone.
But do you think his upside? I feel like his upside's less with
what?
Bryce versus who Dalton played, right? Dalton played that game where he absolutely went nuclear. Like, Dalton threw the ball 58 times against Seattle.
In Seattle.
58. So obviously, like, this game, I don't really count.
Yeah, but he's still up at 9-8.
Yeah. He is someone that can get in the end zone, but like, this is like, I feel like this is capped for him, like 16 to 18 points. Again, without getting into the end zone twice, which is where the chances...
What we're banking on, but I mean, that should be a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm. They should be playing from behind, throwing the ball.
He's gonna see close, right?
Yeah. I'm cool with it. I'm also cool with how deep can we scroll? KJ Osborne as a little mini stack with Pacheco. If it comes to, I'm just putting it out there. There could be other people. Can we get rid of Mims in the player pool, please? So we don't have to scroll over him.
I've accepted we're not taking Mims.
I feel like we're just teasing you with that, though. Teasing you with that. We're 1 like away from 20 likes on the live stream. We've been live for an hour and 27 minutes. As the once great Bill Belichick once said, "Do your job. Do your job." Not great anymore. I don't feel good anymore. I saw a meme the other day and it was like, life without Tom Brady. It's like, have you accepted it yet? It's like a military meme. Sir, yes, sir. Like,
the NFC South should be ashamed of themselves for letting Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield be first place in an NFL division 4 weeks into a season. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous.
Drew, you gotta be happy,
as a Bucs fan. Like,
you have to be happy.
I mean, I am. I was looking at quarterbacks in the draft leading into the season. Now it's like, fuck, we're gonna go to the playoffs, man. Let's make a run.
So crazy.
Baker.
What?
Baby.
What a mojo turnaround.
Baker is a dog, though, man. You just watch him play, and it's like, all right, I get it. He's got a motor. He's just not the best player, but he puts it all out there. I will give him that. I would be so pissed if I was a Saints fan, though. Oh my goodness, my blood would be boiling.
He's been serviceable, though. Like, Baker's been serviceable, and I know I think the Dalmatian 101. We should have taken Baker with that double stack. I'll take 100% ownership of that.
It happens.
Rashid,
good on our.
I don't forget a lot. I still remember individual drafts, which is just
that one, the Baker one.
I will remember picks from drafts like that one where it's like should have gone the other way, but you never. It's like poker. You don't remember the good plays. You don't remember the biggest pot you won, but you always remember the bad beats or the plays you played bad. So I think that's a good thing, though. KJ as a mini, I think, is fun. Player that's playing a freaking shit ton of snaps on a team that wants to throw the ball in a game where they should be playing from behind. I'm cool with that one. I'm also cool with Rashid Shaheed. Both these players not being drafted. Michael Thomas, too. Like, this... Michael Thomas should get some love. Been a red zone favorite. And, like, the targets are there.
I'm indifferent on that. Like, these guys are the exact freaking same.
Basically,
Osborne, I feel, I don't know.
He needs 2 touchdowns.
He's not even seeing the ball much anymore.
But he's out there. He's out there, and they're going to be throwing the ball a shit ton. I think that's all that matters.
Like, Osborne is no better than Mims, God damn it. Like,
but Osborne's leverage off of Jefferson too, and that does.
Mims is leverage off everyone because no one picks him.
Who'd you? Oh, man.
I'm not even gonna ask. Damn it! I'm doing one of these, and I'm making it a Mims team. I'm gonna post it in Discord. We're gonna see what's better. I have a lot of trash teams too, up dog. Yeah, that's a rip on that one, but we'll see what happens as the season goes along.
It happens.
Fucking Baker Mayfield.
Let's see what DC.
It's been fun to watch.
This last. We're not even gonna get to see, right? Because last pick is just a mystery. He goes Mostert and Smythe. This is a squad right here. Probably wanted Wandale, I would think. That's a squad.
I just hate having like a dope squad everywhere, and then like Danny Dimes is what you have to rely on right now. Like that's rough.
I don't mind Dimes. Like, so in Battle Royales, before his left tackle and his center was ruled out, I was fine with Dimes. Like, they're gonna have to throw, or they're gonna be playing from behind. But I mean,
he's been pretty bad this season, though. Like,
he has a QB1 finish already this season. QB number 1, no bye weeks. So like every single team played. That's gotta mean something. Yeah. You can't have it both ways. You can't forget about the QB1 week.
Look at the 31 burger against the Cardinals. What a boss.
No one cares about this week. I don't look into this week at all. What was disappointing was against Seattle, where the coach is yelling at him and he just doesn't look like he cares.
Dude dropped a 31 burger just to make everybody see it and be like, God damn it, we have to keep drafting it. We have.
That's just like Fields last week. Like the less people draft him, the more I'm gonna draft him.
Oh, that's great.
Obviously not on this slate, but yeah, these are definitely fun. Let's go over King of Kings draft, Frank, in a live stream. Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith. That's
solid.
It's a great start. Gets the bring back in Kyron, Jordan Addison, Josh Reynolds. All right, so Frank's going to Miami. I'll send you a T-shirt if you could just rep the T-shirt. I'll pay for that advertisement later.
Yeah.
Pete Overzet with Bijan, Nico Collins, Lamar, George Pickens, and this bring back Zach Ertz and Bateman. Bateman can take one to the house.
Is Bateman playing?
Yeah, no, he's not even on the injury report. The thing is Odell going to play? Because if Odell plays and he expects to play,
who cares? Odell's a bum.
Yeah, but am I just a snap whore? Am I just like?
I think you are. Like I think you really like snap counts.
But like week 1 with Zay Flowers, the rookie, taking 84%, with Bateman at 39%, Odell Beckham at 92%.
I don't care.
I feel like it's for good reason. Scoring? I know, but then you have Aguilar outplaying Bateman in the games that Beckham was out in the one game. I don't know.
The only receiver I want on that offense is Flowers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how many snaps they're playing.
Fucking Max Payne. You could just stare at this board and be like, where did we go wrong? And what's funny from Drew's standpoint is like, we don't have Mims in the 3rd round.
Yeah. No, just take him the last round. What is KJ Osborne doing on this team, dude? Marvin Mims. That was
game script, a team that wants to throw the ball, and he's shown the ability to have that huge spike week. He's on the field.
Are we talking about Mims?
Excuse me, what was that?
Okay. That was fun. That was fun. All
right.
I have to go because this went a little later than I thought, and I'm supposed to go pick up my family that I left at the other party that I was at, and I was supposed to be there 4 minutes ago.
Perfect. So you're on the way. You had to drop a deuce. Guys, appreciate everyone coming out tonight. Drop a like on the way out if you enjoyed tonight's live stream. Subscribe to the panel if you haven't already. Join us in the Discord. And have a good night. Good luck week 5. Pounders.